Alright, welcome back to another episode of Art Time, where today we're going to be working on this series that I have been doing on Deviantart that we only got one episode of, with Violet and Claire. But, yes, before we fully begin, if you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like and subscribe for more. So, I was meaning to get this done with way earlier, but something tells me we're not going to be able to do this entirely until, like, the end of Monday. Like, posting it and all that stuff. We've been pretty much busy with playing Terraria again, but this time in Master Mode. We've never played it fully in Expert Mode, which I think if we are going to go on ahead and do a Terraria series, I was, like, wondering if I should do it on Classic Mode. And then having gone through Expert Mode, I thought, or Master Mode, I thought, you know what? There's more loot here. That could be very cool to have. So, you know what? Yeah, we'll probably do that. Would I ever do another Master Mode playthrough? I have no idea. I don't know if I have the patience to do another one of those from the beginning. But, most of it wasn't that bad. I think we've only died like 10 times before hard mode, and I don't know if I want to go to hard mode yet, because, Dukum, he's just not prepared for it, you know? So I think this should be above the hair, I don't remember. But, yeah, whoops. The, entirety of Master Mode wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. The jungle sucked, though. Underground desert sucked, and tundra sucked as well. But most of the bosses we hadn't had too many issues with. Skeletron being the only one that we had to, try a few times before we got it right. With the Eye of Cthulhu, we kind of just somehow managed... Whoop, I forgot to open up something. We just somehow managed to, because we had, a bed, an underground area, leading into the, I guess the cave home. I'm gonna go ahead and write this down. There we go, and there. Alright, blue eyes, got it. I was about to do green, but that's the wrong direction. And that's the wrong one. But yeah, we got our underground cave home. With, at this point now, we got the demolitionist, goblin, and mechanic there. Mechanic's mainly there primarily so that the Goblin's frickin' Reforge crap doesn't cost as much, which I think that makes a difference, but I don't know 100% entirely. Besides, we want to make him happy, right? And happier he is, the better our deals are, getting better stuff. Oh, by the way, we're doing a guns playthrough. Doing that both for frickin', the Master's playthrough, Master playthrough, and of course... we're going to be doing Expert Mode. And I realize the guns playthrough is a bit more difficult to, get going immediately right off the bat. There's only two ways you can get guns pretty early on, and that's to smash a Crimson Heart, which you might not want to do if you don't want to deal with the Goblin Army so early. Which, let me tell you, those guys in Master Mode is a bit of a pain, but thankfully not as bad as I thought they would have been. I haven't had another Goblin raid in a while, though, and I kind of want to test out the new guns I got. The quad-barrel shotgun is definitely interesting, I will say that much for a fact. And I'm surprised the necrotic armor is all about ranged instead of, wasn't it like throwables before? So that's kind of what we, are rolling with right now. Necrotic armor and whatnot. I still think there's I still think there's a few things here that are going to be a little bit challenging. Because the Eye of Cthulhu, we just teleported down to our cave to try to heal up, but then he just despawned, and he was so close to death too, just this much left in health. Which was annoying, but you know what, that's fine. It, what's the word I'm looking for? Motivated us to go to the jungle to get guns so that we can actually start doing damage. And then go to the desert to get a Bast, the cat statue, in order for us to be able to get more defense. Then we got the heart lanterns, the campfire, and there's apparently a gnome which increases luck, which I don't know much about what luck is all about, but you know, we got luck now, which is great. I don't know where our luck stands, because we have to have the wizard in the area to be able to figure out what the hell our luck was. Because I don't really remember the luck mechanic that much. The luck mechanic to me seems like a new mechanic, but I think it's always been here. I just don't remember. Oh, is this from... this was from previously. Ah, damn, that's annoying. Ah, well, whatever, it's fine. Alright, so this one was the... no, wrong one. This one was this. And then you had... yeah, this. There was only 3 glove bits, right. When we got the, what do you call it? The guns and all that stuff, most of the bosses after that were pretty easy. Well, a couple were stressful, but, you know, a couple were pretty easy. With, I think after that we went over and destroyed the king slime as soon as another slime rain started, which wasn't really that difficult. I thought it was going to be more difficult, but with guns, it's not that hard. In Master Mode, surprisingly. And then, of course, there is the Queen Bee, the Queen Bee, which was a little bit, you know, nerve-wracking. I didn't know that they moved the Bezoar into pre-hard mode, so we got lucky enough to get that. And we used that, primarily, to be able to do the things that we need to do. I think that one's supposed to be beneath or above. No, it looks like that one's supposed to be beneath, so I'll move this stuff here. There we go. Anyways, then we went on and took on, I believe, the Brain of Cthulhu, which was a little bit nerve-wracking as well. If I had a Danger Sense potion, was going to make it easier for me, or not Danger Sense, Hunter Sense potion was going to make it easier for me to be able to see where he was going, but nope. No sirree, that didn't really help at all. But we still did it, first try, surprisingly. And then, of course, we tried to take on Skeletron twice, and that didn't really work. Then, instead of that, we went on ahead and took on Deerclops, which is a new boss that I have never fought before, not even in Classic Mode. Using the Shield of Cthulhu, being able to, you know, do the dash and stuff. Surprisingly, I was able to beat that boss without too many issues, which is great. Is this the... no, that's something else. Yeah, this is... I think this, because we got our D drive back, so... well, not back. We got the content from the D drive back. The D drive is still quite missing. We gotta get, you know, another drive installed. But, yeah, all things considered, it's just, we got it back, but most of the stuff that I think we had changed was not carried over because I forgot that I did stuff to it instead of, like, you know, saving it or something in that area. I even moved it into the C drive instead to make sure that that wouldn't, you know, get lost again if for some reason we lose another D drive. Which we shouldn't, but who the hell knows. Anyways, aside from that, yeah, it's been relatively just doing same old, nothing really special, unfortunately. I didn't really get a head start on all the things that I wanted to get a head start on. I was kind of preoccupied. I should have gotten a head start, and I really should have. I think now that I've gotten to a point, because I don't think I'm going to go into hard mode with this. I don't think I'm going to bother. I've gotten to a point now where I basically did the things that I wanted to do. I don't think I'm going to take on the Wall of Flesh yet, or ever at the moment. Because I got stuff that needs to get done with. And it's better to save that for actual videos. Which is going to be a little bit annoying because it takes ages to do stuff in this game. Whoops, that's got to be above. It takes ages to do so many things, and it's just... Yeah, it's just like a lot. Whoops, that's the wrong one. A lot that we have to do. Anyways. I finally figured out, if you're probably assuming you watch these and the gaming videos, I finally figured out how to record Sonic Frontier videos without all the stupid lag in the thing. The fifth, episode 1 through 4 is kind of laggy, a mess, but it's at the very least somewhat watchable. But then in comes episode 5, where I tried to implement this fix that I was doing, and it didn't really work, the fix. The fix kind of just screwed up. And everything there was just like frozen. A lot of the scenes were frozen. It's just, some of it is unwatchable, but the audio's still there, so, you know, what can you do? Thankfully, though, I figured out a way to fix it. 6 freaking episodes in. And all I had to do was just change the software thing and use Simplified, or whatever it was called, and do the HV something. Like, I don't know much about, like, computer stuff, but all I know is that fixed it. That fixed the issue. And now episode 6 runs as smooth as I see it in the game. Which means that now, hopefully, we can get these videos looking nicer. And I guess it makes sense. Previously, we had like a completely different, system here. And we also had, what's the word? A D drive with a lot of space to record videos. So it didn't really matter. We were able to get pretty much everything we needed to get. But now we don't. We don't, and it's kind of annoying. So, we gotta just wait until, gets off of work so we can get this thing installed and whatnot. Thankfully, I have a vacation week, as a quote-unquote. I still got coming Monday, but Tuesday through Friday, we are free. Do what we please. Which means that we're gonna have to get so much stuff done on this vacation. But that's the plan. We want to get so much done. To try to get a whole bunch of stuff done and finished so that we can go on ahead and, do the things that we need to do. At least now with Minecraft, at least one video back and a filler had to have been made. At least, we don't have to worry about that too much in the future. So, future planning for that's not going to be too bad. And now that we figured out the fix for Sonic Frontiers, I'm in a good spot here. Not a lot of stress, thankfully. Although there's still stress, but not like anything massive to make me worried, But regardless of the fact, at least now we have a fix for that. Which is strange because previously, there wasn't really any of concern for something like that. Whoops. What the hell? You just dropped it twice. There wasn't really any concern for that because Minecraft was running perfectly. Or at least I think it was. And every time I look at it and, look at the things, it runs perfectly. And it makes sense that Sonic Frontiers is the one that has problems because it's a newer game, has a lot more going on in it. Still strange that older games like Sonic Adventures 2 and Minecraft can run just fine on software whatever, which is a little, annoying to say the least. That's how that is, but it is what it is. Also, is this hair in the right spot? Yeah, kind of. Could be a little bit more inwards, but that's fine. Alright, so well, we're not there just yet, but, yeah. Do I have the discuss thing in here? Yeah, I do. Okay, good, great, fantastic. Alright, so these two characters I have thought up for in a long, long time. So, now we're finally getting to, draw them and color them. Which is great. Ooh, and that's moving. It's great because I'm I'm finally able to get to their particular instance. Now, side profile doesn't do any of these characters as much justice, but that's fine. Essentially, this is a midget, a little person. I can't exactly say little person because you'll think, oh, it's a child. No, it's not a child. She is, I forgot how old you were, but however old Violet was. As a matter of fact, actually, I have the thing. Hold on, I got the thing I could look up. What was it, tracker? Yes, the tracker. Alright, how old was Violet again? Let's check. 39, I think? Nope, 36. Yeah, 36 years old. So she is 36. I don't know how old she is. I think she's going to be younger. But this is Bridget, and that's Sammy. And essentially, they're like people working for the church, but prior to the church, they were like, well, kind of like a big... yeah, it would be a spoiler, wouldn't it? I'm not sure. Do I say this? All we know at the moment about them is that they work at the church. And that's all that we need to know. At the moment, for now. Until we can get to a point where we can make the Angels and Devils series. Which is essentially a series centered around Violet, Bridget, and Sammy. This is literally the entire point of the Forgotten Fling series. Yeah, I haven't even said that yet, the name of this little 6-drawing mini-series. This is the second episode of Forgotten Fling from the Past. God fucking damn it. The second episode of Forgotten Fling from the Past. Which is essentially just, you know, an ex from long ago in high school days. And you will understand why they're exes. I mean, you could probably understand right now. You know that, what was her name again? Rachel Ray character, who I only know from Cinnamon Toast Ken. Because I am never going to ever want to watch those freaking things. Ooh, whoops, reality TV. I would only watch it from Cinnamon Toast Ken's point of view. They all gonna be like, well, you know what? No, take down video. Now if you want to watch this, you have to watch it here. And I'm like, I'm good, I don't care enough. And they're like, wait, what? Hold on, what? You're missing. You're missing out on primetime reality TV. I'd be like, nah, I don't like it. I only watch it for this YouTuber's point of view, which is probably what most TV, whatever you call it, companies out there despise. Those reaction YouTubers. Because why watch them if you can just watch it from YouTube people? I mean, I guess to an extent it doesn't exactly matter because I feel like if you're going to watch YouTubers react to reality TV, you probably were never even ever going to consider watching anything like that. Okay, we're getting off track here. Yeah, Bridget is like that. Staying the same like size, has a bit more of a younger sounding voice, and there's going to be a lot of very heavy, intense scenes in Angels and Devils. Going to be okay. Well, it's going to spoil it a bit, but wait, what? What the hell? Oh, I could just double-click it. Double-clicking it will allow me to rename it instead of having to... Okay, whatever. Anyways, yeah. Just very much spoilers talk here that I don't want to do, so... yeesh, I don't know. I don't want to, give in too much information for, for this particular series. Primarily because I want y'alls to, have something to look forward to instead of just giving you all the information and whatnot. Oh yeah, it's cold as hell. That's why I have this here blanket on me. Oh, whoops. Yes, sirree. Alright, well, anyways. If everyone, well, I don't know if there was any quality drop or any quality increase, but I went back to the software thing and I mean, I did something else in that one. It's kind of annoying because I think that video played fine for art time, but no, Sonic Frontiers just couldn't handle it. I also put OBS on administration mode, which I think means that it gets more GPU. CPU's at 12, which 13, which it's friggin' Sonic Frontiers is at like 5 to 4. So yeah, that's something, I guess. All right. Anyways, yeah. I guess I'm just gonna have to remember to switch my recording, or like recording setup for Sonic Frontiers. Well, no, that's not the color I want either. Bright skin, too bright. Okay, there we go. I will say I am enjoying Sonic Frontiers quite exquisitely. Just boosting around, collecting pointless medals. The good thing about Episode 5, though, with despite it being a total freaking mess, is that it's essentially filler, side story content. We don't do any of the main story or the stages until Episode 6, so you don't have to watch that unless you want side stories. Which still it's good to watch it, but I can understand why you wouldn't. With it starts. I don't know when it starts to get like terrible. Okay, I guess that's the haircut I'm going for. But the beginning is fine until it gets to the middle, and then the freaking end cuts off because of the freaking... Episode 5 was just a mess. Episode 6 turned out quite well, I must say. Despite it being 14 freaking gigabytes big, which means that I am not going to be able to, record many videos on that until I can get this hard drive in. But it's fine. Whoops. I accidentally did something stupid there that you can't see and whatnot. But yeah, that was fixed to an extent in episode 6 at least. It sucks that episode 1 through 4 was a bit laggy on many different instances. Also, I don't know why I'm looking at this. Actually, I don't even need this open anymore. This is new characters territory we're in. Eggshell Blue, maybe? Yeah. I also haven't gotten around to recording an episode of Game Crafter, so I'm going to have to do that tomorrow, most likely. Which shouldn't be too bad. I got distracted by Terraria, but hopefully that won't be too much of an issue now, will it? What the? Where's your head? Oh, fuck. It's fine. Easy fix. Delete. Do this. No wonder what. No. Head. There. I guess I gotta have you on here instead of calling you Mark. What you scoffing for, cat? Alright, anyways, what more can we talk about? I don't freaking know. That's the problem. I'm running out of things to discuss. Too soon. We just end up not really having too much to, have the filler. Well, technically we don't need it. Oops, glasses. There we go. I think a nice light blue glasses, maybe. Or was it more blue? Yeah, something like that. Glasses. I guess I could talk about my experience with Master Mode Terraria some more, maybe. Alright, so... the Deer Claws. Yeah, we could talk about that one a bit. The Deer Claws was definitely an interesting fucking boss fight, especially since it's essentially a crossover boss. And it's funny how it's just like main boss, well, main boss, it's an optional. And the way to get the boss to spawn is a little bit, you know, there's no way you would know how to spawn the boss in. Unless you, like, collect Fink's fur and you're like, ah, yes, I guess this is just a boss I can summon. Instead of just coming across it naturally. I guess the same thing can apply to King Slime as well. Like, if you don't know how to do that immediately right off the bat, you're most likely never going to face King Slime. Or even Queen Slime. But isn't Queen Slime basically just replacing King Slime with the Slime Rain? I don't know, I've never fought her before. I think Queen Slime was... whoops. Why is this thing double-clicking? No. I think Queen Slime was a boss that was added in 1.4, and you know, obviously we weren't playing this game at that point. We were playing it in 1.5. Oh wait, that should be underneath the glasses. Shit! Stop doing that. This freaking thing is double-clicking. Or unreleasing the button and then clicking it for some reason, despite the fact that I'm still clicking it. Alright, let's see. But yeah, Deer Claws was not as hard as I thought it was going to be. I read up that people said that Deer Claws was essentially something that should be like after, you know, Skeletron. Which is a bit strange to say the least. But I thought, you know what? I haven't fought this thing at all. Why not fight it in Master Mode and see what that's like? We did. We succeeded. Surprisingly. Were you going to be blue? I gotta remember. I think you were blue. I think I was blue. So he has similar, you know, not as similar, but almost similar outfit to Lena. You know, the brunette girl in Naughty Productions. Who I think is probably, like, way taller than she is. See, Violet, I believe, was 6 foot. Bridget is 3 foot. She's quite a short lady, isn't she? Yes, she is. I can't imagine how difficult it would be for somebody to, you know, be an adult, but is essentially, you know, 3 foot tall. And, has a much more youthful appearance. Although, I don't know, I imagine... I'm not sure, but wouldn't... If you, like, look 18 when you're, like, in your late 30s, would you, essentially still have a much more youthful appearance at 60? Or 70, or even 80? Or is there, like, a drop-off? I have no idea. No idea at all. Right, I think you were supposed to be, what, blue? A nice denim blue. Yeah, we got like a graveyard, like mountain, kind of, in a dome where mobs can't spawn in the thing. I mean, I read up that, you know, mobs can't spawn in player-placed, walls. Which I never knew was a thing. That seems like a very useful thing to know. But the fact that that, you know, is a thing, I mean, you can't really do stuff like that in the outside area without littering the entire world with walls. But it made building the graveyard a hell of a lot easier than it would have been. Which is great. Oh, I kind of forgot about your belt loop. Right. Oh, yes, the belt loop. That's fine. I can do another. But yeah, throughout the entirety of Terraria, we built, let's see, 5 towns. We got the guide, merchant, zoologist, and the golfer living in the same town. The guy living in Duke's house, the house that I'm doing the wrong thing. I'm trying to play Terraria in Photoshop. That's what I'm trying to fucking do. Anyways, the guide is living in my house, and there's like a middle area where I fought Cthulhu in. It has like a few trees, heart lanterns hanging off the edges of the houses. Pylon in the middle, which was definitely new. I like the pylon system, though. Makes getting around towns a hell of a lot easier. Making it so that I can have multiple different storage areas throughout the entirety of the world instead of just one area. It makes, putting certain storage items away a bit more annoying, but it's fine. And, the merchant, zoologist, and golfer lives in, like, the same household. Although, the merchant, we don't really need to worry about having in that area anymore, but we still have him there anyways. Just to keep him happy. We don't do golf. Why would we ever do golf? No. That's built, you fucking idiot. It's fine, I could just do this. Yeah, I forgot about that. Almost forgot about that. But yeah, golfer lives with the zoologist and the merchant, so I guess some of it kind of like cancels each other out, so he's not entirely upset. Merchant likes the freaking golfer because of just... Oh, no, clipboard, no. Because of how much money he has to spend for golf balls. And he likes a zoologist, and I don't know the lore behind that. The zoologist and the golfer were not a thing in 1.3. I should know. I got Dukem, his familiar outfit and sunglasses, so I can see, just Dukem. Nothing but Duke. No armor, none of that. We also had that for regular old Duke Nukem. The one that we're going to do for our expert playthrough. If you're going to go for, like, full-on that, then you might as well, right? And you know that the only things that we have there are 2 familiar, like, shirts and pants and sunglasses. If anything, I guess what we could do is, like, throw out 2 sunglasses and then throw out 1 gold or buy gold for the things so that we have, like, something to show that we earned it now. Because we didn't technically earn it. Which is fine because, the series is about Duke Nukem. Or one of the Duke duplicates. Which now I think we probably aren't going to die too much. Having gone through, like, 99% of pre-hard mode and master mode. Without having any experience whatsoever. I mean, I guess most of my days in, 1.4 Terraria has, given me some ability to be able to survive well. It took a while to beat Skeletron, but we eventually found the solution. Utilizing Feather Falling Potion to be able to, like, kind of skirt around its skull and float in the air, while also using Cthulhu Shield to be able to, like, essentially dash through the air, as well as having all the buffs and every single freaking thing you can have in a goddamn boss arena. Minus automation, of course, because we can't get heart statue stuffs without the mechanic. At least I don't think you can. Regardless, back to what we were talking about before with the village. That's our forest area, center of the world, 0. Pylon is literally in the center, which is perfect. Also, let me check this for a second. I'm recording with a different setup. Okay, 13.1 gigabytes used, and we're at half an hour, so that's good. I don't know how long this is going to take. The background probably isn't going to take too long. I'm trying to keep focus here without, like, losing focus, because I don't have a lot of time. Anyways, yeah, Desert Village. Now, the Desert Village is quite simple, and it's like one of my go-to selling spots. You've got the arms dealer there, which is vitally important to keep him happy, because without the arms dealer, we're not going to be able to get good, purchases on some things. And buying a quad shark required me to move the arms dealer and the nurse into the graveyard mountain, which we got enough graveyards to finally get lightning to strike. Technically, we would have 10, but we lost one in a dungeon, apparently. That fucking shithole of a place. Only died twice, though. Trying to save a slime in a chest, which we eventually finally got. Which, my god, that was painful. But it's fine. I can even cite how many times we've died in this game, somehow. Remember. Like, before in, like, classic mode, we did, like, a no-death playthrough. But we never were able to, hold on, how many? Fuck. Was it just Bridge and It? Did I do a T-E? Yeah, it's just a Bridget, right, okay, cool. We never beat the Moon Lord, and now we're going to do it in Expert Mode, or Master Mode if I decide to continue going further into that hellhole. I don't know, man. I just don't know. I'm just not entirely too sure of our abilities to take on the Moon Lord when we can't even do it in Classic Mode. But it makes sense for Duke to die because Duke duplicates. Every time Duke dies, the next duplicate gets placed in his place. Which, he gets all of his shit, minus the money, of course, but that's only in Master Mode. I'm surprised I got that here on the first try. But, yeah. It makes sense for Duke to die because it's never going to be easy for Duke duplicates to stay alive. Almost every instance with the Duke duplicates in that duplicate story instance has Duke dying in some way, shape, or form. So the first death that Duke had was from a Chimera head that just wouldn't leave Duke alone, trying to escape it. And then second Duke came in, finished those two off, and gave Duke the most perfect early game sword. You know the Crimson Sword that sticks, fangs inside of enemies and causes them to bleed? That helped us throughout a large majority of that freaking, beginning section. So I'd say that death was kind of, worth it. Getting a sword that helped us actually kill things. So we weren't just always... Oh, wait, did I forget something? No, I didn't. So we just weren't always, left with, unable to do enough damage to kill things. Now we're, doing enough damage to kill things, and they can still do enough damage to kill us in a few hits. So we were pretty much on an even playing field at that point. That's a teardrop, by the way. Because she's nervous being around Violet. I'll make that a bit more prominent. I do have actual teardrop colors, but watch I forget to implement this. Anyways, the second death, surprisingly enough, was not by the explosive trap and the boulder trap in the same freaking area that we disarmed. Also, I think your suit was a gray suit, right? Was it gray? It wasn't that, no. It was a bunch of slime that were just never endlessly spawning, not giving me a chance to freaking do the things I needed to do, which was annoying as all hell. Very annoying. We came back and myrtleized them. Whoops. Okay, there we go. Now, the third death. Let's see. If I remember correctly, it was in the Mushroom Caves. Another case of too many fucking mobs spawning that have any right to spawn. So many goddamn mobs. It was insane just how many fucking mobs there were in that Mushroom Cave. Of course, we came back and murdered them. And then the Eye of Cthulhu showed up. Surprisingly, we didn't die, because as we used our... I don't remember. Recall? Mirror? I don't remember what I had at this point. But as we use our ability to recall going into our cave town, we essentially healed up at the nurse. Couldn't go back because, well, first of all, there was a threat, and second of all, the merchant and the guy died, so at the end of the day, it didn't really matter anyways. And he was so close to dying, and then, you know, once he was like almost getting to us. Nope, didn't work. Didn't work at all. Because he just despawned before he can even get close to us. Which sucked, because we were so close to killing it. Any instances with the Eye of Cthulhu coming, I was trying to, like, you know, spawn it up top and then, like, luring it down into the caverns to try to get it to, like, you know, despawn again. Next thing you know, it just doesn't despawn, and we gotta worry about the thing coming back. Ran to the underworld, teleported back, removed my spawn from the thing, teleported all the way up top, was like, alright, I guess we're doing this then, and then it just despawns again. Because at this point in the game, we wanted to try to get our hands on a shotgun. Not the Undertaker. I usually do Crimson, because that's kind of like, it kind of makes sense, really. Eye of Cthulhu, Brain of Cthulhu, and whatnot. But, yeah. We needed a shotgun. That was the only other gun we can get outside the Undertaker if we didn't want Goblin Army to spawn yet. And so we did. We went to the jungle. Let me tell you how much it sucked. Everything did so much freaking damage. Even now, everything still does a crap ton of damage. Although we're using the bone armor to increase our gun damage even further. But still, so much damage they do. It's insane. So, surprisingly, we only died once on this fucking boomstick quest. You'd think maybe that would be like 100 times or so. Nope. No, the only reason we died was because we found our first, honey or hive area. And we're getting hit by poison, and I'm like, okay, I'm just going to teleport back and die at home because there's no way we're going to be able to get out of this one. And then we died. But that was the fourth death from poison in this godforsaken nightmare of a landscape. And let me tell you, I don't remember the jungle being that difficult in Classic Mode. So Master Mode's jungle was definitely the worst. Jesus Christ. The only reason why I would never want to do another Master Mode playthrough, if I could help it, is the jungle alone. My God, man. I've never seen such bullshittery before. I feel... I'm getting a headache just thinking about it. But yes, trying to find that... oh God, I just scratched my teeth with my freaking thing and it just gave me a weird goosebump down my spine. Ooh, that felt weird. Yeah, that's why you can never do crack. Because having to scratch your teeth and get that goosebump? Ooh, like scratching cardboard. Well, at least now you guys will know I will never fucking do that shit. Ooh, God, that is just uncomfortable. It's like... You know, like scratching against a styrofoam, something, getting that squeaky noise. It's not even... Oh, God, I can still feel it. Gotta use my freaking knuckles, because if I use my nails, it's just gonna do that squeak. And, don't like it. Oh, God, it sucks. I don't even know what I was trying to do. Was I trying to scratch something? I must have been trying to scratch something. I can't even remember what I did. Anyways, as I was saying, finding this godforsaken thing as Boomstick was a nightmare, because there was only two places we can get. It was in those mahogany trees, and that works. Mahogany trees, or those temples. And having to go through here with enemies that can kill you in like 5 shots, trying to use potions to heal up. My God. Potions don't really have that big of a use in, like, pre-hard mode. But man, oh man, in Master Mode, you have to use potions. You have no other choice but to use potions and to make arenas. In Classic Mode, you can get by without having to make arenas. I think throughout a large majority of freaking, you know, my first time fully going through to hard mode with Star, 2 hours, I think, was literally just me trying to go through everything without any boss arenas. Nothing like that. I mean, I do vaguely remember having a Golem boss arena, but that was because we were trying to farm him for something, but I can't remember the reason why. Can't remember. Was it for beetle armor? No, because that wasn't that. No, because the turtles were for something else. The beetle armor, I think, was Golem stuff, which we do have for Star, which is probably going to be very useful to have in Master Mode. Alright, there's Sammy. Lucy. Sammy. I've, what's the word? I have these two referenced off of a few very particular characters, not two. Right, I need to go to Nakato and grab a sweat color. Nakato has all of the stuff. Tears, saliva, sweat, lotion. Yep. All the stuff for a good night. Well, I guess, technically speaking, yeah. Well, no. Not with the lotion combined. Unless it's edible lotion. Is there edible lotion? I don't know. Is there? I don't want to look it up because I don't want to get distracted here. Anyways, yeah, back to what we were talking about before with the deaths and all that stuff. The 4th death being poison. We found the boomstick, finally, thankfully. And then we, got this gun, but now we needed to get something else. We needed the bast. And my god, trying to find this one was a nightmare as well. RNGesus really was just trying to screw us over. Trying to prepare for this godforsaken boss. So trying to find the bass was a pain because we had to go in the underground desert. And trying to find that was a bit of a pain, but we found a perfect desert village which is closer to our house. And now we got a well going into there, connecting to all of the areas that we've been in, which is great. But I digress. This is where our 5th death was. With a freaking block that just did not go away because the stupid control and shift thing. The shift thing keeping me on the goddamn pickaxe, and these jackass insects are just in the way. And then, surprisingly enough, the 2 antlions gang-banging Duke didn't kill him. No, it was just a random sand slime out of scenic nowhere. Just coming in and kill-stealing the antlions over here, which I'm sure the antlions are pretty upset about it. And Duke, the next Duke duplicate came down and wrecked their world, which now they're kind of even more pissed off in hell with the sand slime getting them killed. I don't even think the sand slime was there. It's like the antlions stayed there because they grabbed the gold that Duke the 5th dropped, and then they just freaking they took the gold from the sand slime, and the sand slime got out of it scot-free. Then we killed its friends. The 6th Duke killed its friends. Wait. The 6th Duke killed its friends, and, that's good enough. We finally found the bass, though, which surprisingly is easy enough to... You don't even need to, have the chest thing, although I guess you could find it in chests. Because I just had it, spawn in a dungeon. Spawn in the room that chests are found in. Abandoned rooms. Yeah. That's how we were able to get it. It was just sitting there. And we found the thing, and I'm like, wait, is that it? And that was it. Once we found it, we got out of Dodge. Now, at this point, we wanted to try to get our hands on some damage, because we didn't want to go for the Brain of Cthulhu yet. Because I didn't think we were prepared for that, especially since we haven't fought the freaking Eye of Cthulhu yet. Well, we fought it, but we haven't beaten it yet. So then in came the most annoying freaking experience I have ever felt. Going in the underground tundras to try to find an extractinator, which according to the wiki says it spawns in frozen chests. But people say it spawns in golden chests. Although I wonder if it's just now a case of, well, in this new update, now it only spawns in the tundra. So now you have a reason to go there outside of ice skates. Which we didn't find, annoyingly enough. So, trying to go in this godforsaken area, finding a goddamn poison trap, the most annoying thing in the goddamn game. These stupid traps. Get hit by that stupid furry fuck over here, just went on ahead and hit Duke. And then poison did Duke in, and there goes Duke the 6. Duke Duplicant 6. The 6th Duke Duplicant, and he just died. We went back, destroyed that motherfucking furry fuck, destroyed this stupid trap, skull trap thingy. And then we got our gold back and gave up the fucking search because I was not spending any longer trying to find a stupid extractinator to try to get sturdy fossils to be able to make the armor that now, instead of increasing throwing stats, it now increases range damage. Which is what this necrotic armor does as well. And that was that. That was that annoying instance. And now these are a bit more recent, so I can't exactly remember what went down. The 6 I remembered because I wanted to try to remember to, build a graveyard and try to remember what I did exactly in those instances, and that's what we did. After that, we went on ahead and killed the Eye of Cthulhu, Christ. Then we killed King Slime, and there was a Queen Bee. But Duke, the 7th Duke died again, and I just can't remember when or where he died. I know Duke the 9th and Duke the 10th died in the fucking dungeon. But I can't remember what happened to Duke. I'm getting a vision, a memory of having to go back down into the underworld. Did Duke die in the underworld? I can't remember. Oh wait, no, I remember now. Okay, no, it wasn't that. It was Skeletron. Right. Of course. Duke the 7th died to Skeletron, and then Duke the 8th died to Skeletron as well, and then Duke the 9th died in the dungeon trying to save this frickin' chest thing, and Duke the 10th died trying to retrieve it. We lost Duke the 9th's frickin' gravestone, and then we just decided to go balls to the walls potion, and just started murdering every fucking skeleton shithead in that area. I swear to God. Just a never-ending spawning shithole that dungeon is that I wish I could just take a giant nuke and just nuke it out of the underground. Wish I could do that. Even if we're going in with, don't even care about dying because this is a new Duke. This is not the same Duke, although the same Duke gets given different Duke's equipment. It's so fucking annoying having to deal with constant frustrating nonsense like that. But sure enough, we got the slime, and we got the handgun to get the Phoenix Blaster, because we were kind of sticking with the Undertaker for a while, but we haven't really used it. Yeah, because during the point when we got the boomstick, we got the Mini Shark, which was essentially an SMG, or maybe a minigun, I don't know. I don't know what you would call it. We had the boomstick, and then we had the flintlock pistol. Then we upgraded the flintlock pistol to a Undertaker, the revolver, which did a lot more damage. And then once we finally were able to kill Skeletron, we got the quad barrel shotgun, upgrading our shotgun slot. And we got the handgun, and prior to the dungeon, we went to the hell to collect the hellstone. We got the hellstone we needed, so we were able to get the Phoenix Blaster pretty easily, which is great. And then I started. Even at this point, I had to try to utilize different stuff. I had tungsten bullets because our world is tungsten. And then we had like meteor shot bullets, like in the third fight against Skeletron in Master Mode, to try to like do something to fight him. I even wanted to try to like reduce fall damage as a potential thing to like screw us over. Like in the first arena we had, we literally just cut the top of the little thing here, and then the top of this thing here, and then we had like a flat platform over here that we were like going in. Second arena, we had a tower, and a platform, followed by some other stuff. We didn't have the gnome, we didn't have the sunflowers, and we didn't have like a honey pot or honey, like a honey space to dip ourselves in to be able to. What the? Oh, it's going by slowly. I guess with this new setting, it's going to be a little bit more resource intensive. I don't know. But yeah, and then we went on the third fight with all the potions, endurance. And before we didn't have endurance potion. Then we tried to get endurance potion in there. That didn't work. Then we tried to get rage potion, sunflowers to increase our movement speed. Thankfully, on the night that we were about to take on Skeletron, a party occurred, and apparently, when you talk to the party girl, when a party occurs, you get cake, which increases your movement speed and mining speed. So we had that there as well, to be able to dodge all of the freaking cursed skulls and whatnot. We brought the gnome in to be able to get our critical chance up and actual damage up, I think. I think that's all it pretty much does. And then we had Feather Falling to negate fall damage. We had a slime mount, but we didn't really use it that much. I wasn't really able to figure out a good way to utilize it. I probably could have utilized it, but with the freaking cursed skulls, I probably would have screwed us over more. And then with the Eye of Cthulhu... Oh, I almost forgot! We were using the Deerclops thing. The thing that allows you to basically just have, like, shadow hands automatically attacking enemies. I don't think it helped too much. I don't remember seeing it doing anything massive in the helping department. But we had it. I guess we probably could have used a Brain of Confusion, but I don't know how that would have helped us. Maybe it would have helped make the skulls confused and... Oh, it also died. Well, no, we did have that on. Never mind. I remember. We had that on because we had to replace something. I think we replaced, like, the little tube floating thing that allows you to float in the water. Which we now replace now that we were able to acquire a flamingo mount and whatnot. But yeah, it's freaking Skeletron really just required us to go all out on the prep work. I mean, Eye of Cthulhu required some prep work, and then using that prep work, we were able to take on King Slime, and then the Jungle, or the Queen Bee, and then Brain of Cthulhu. And then, of course, Deerclops, we had some of it. I don't remember exactly what we had. We had a Bast and a bunch of other things, but outside of that, that one was pretty easy. We didn't even have, like, any cold resistance stuff on. So, yeah. And using that and all the other stuff, finally we're able to beat Skeletron, with the only thing left now being the Wall of Flesh. Which I don't know if I ever want to beat, because... I heard that Master Mode and Hard Mode is literally Death Central. Pre-Hard Mode, only 10 deaths so far. I'm sure we'll accumulate more. We probably want to accumulate more to get, a full graveyard going. But we don't have to worry about that until the next instance. But there's a few things that I kind of want to do before I go into Hard Mode, if I ever decide to do that. Before I do, I neglected to talk about the things out of which I needed to do. Which was to tell you the amount of, stuff that I have in the villagers. Yes, I forgot to tell you about the villagers. I kind of cut myself short when talking about the arms dealer and getting the gun. So yeah, Desert Village. Recap, in case you've forgotten. The Forest Village has a merchant, golfer, and zoologist, all of which mostly favors the zoologist and the merchant, while the golfer is kind of balanced. Maybe a slightly bit better. No, I think the golfer kind of has like the cramped debuff thingy, the happiness. But he has a zoologist and the merchant nearby, although I don't know. I had the golfer literally living next door to the merchant, but I had to put the golfer upstairs for it to count towards the merchant's happiness. So maybe the other two are fine in that department. And across from there, in the same village, we got the guide and some slime surrounding the area. Nerd slime, which is essentially this area being our like main living quarters. All of our loot, not all of it, like building blocks are here. Kind of basically just... Wait, did I do this? I don't remember. I didn't. I didn't do your eyes at all. How did I miss your eyes? Hold on. I missed a lot of things here. I missed your teeth and your lips. Anyways, then moving over to the caverns, which was the next town I built. Well, I guess technically I built it, but I didn't really fully build it yet until after I built the jungle, I think. So I guess we'll go in order of towns we built fully and not towns that we built temporarily, but until we can get to a point where we decide to, you know, build the town and make it into a nicer place that we can go to and visit, so it's not just a random square box, like actual houses and whatnot. Utilizing materials... wait a minute. Shitberg. You're supposed to connect to this. Using materials relating to the biome that we were in. So in the desert, we got the arms dealer and the nurse, alongside the dye trader that's living right across from them. This is essentially where our main sell guy goes to. We go to him whenever we need to sell stuff. That's essentially what we do. We go to him whenever we need to sell anything we get. Which is good, because it's always good to have somebody who likes stuff at like higher value. Oops, I didn't mean to make it go that much. Then we built the jungle area. I don't remember when we did this. I think this was after we defeated the Brain of Cthulhu. Yeah, this is the order it was in. I forgot. The Queen Bee wasn't at this point. We fought the Eye of Cthulhu, King Slime, and then the Brain of Cthulhu. And the Dryad... Well, no, the Dryad spun after that, so never mind. I'm an idiot. Although, then again, we did fight the Brain of Cthulhu before we made the jungle, because after we built the jungle village, we fought the Queen Bee. So, yeah. Queen Bee. And whatnot. Anyways, the jungle area has the painter with the Dryad in the same house. And then there's the Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor is for summon stuff. We don't really do that. As well as for flask stuff. Again, we're not a melee build. We are literally a gun man. Duke Nukem uses guns. So, yeah, and that's what he does. We also have a bunch of other people there who are not supposed to be there yet, but we don't exactly have a place for them just yet. I'll talk about them later. Then after that, we've worked upon the cavern area. After, you know... bunch of, what do you call it? So we got the goblin, the tinkerer down there. We got the demolitionist, of course. And we got the, what do you call it? Mechanic, which was a pain in the ass to get to, because of Skeletron. And because of this godforsaken dungeon, which sucks indefinitely. I always hated the dungeon in Classic Mode, and Master Mode is no different. Now, we don't do automation. That's why the mechanic is here, not in the snow biome. This is mainly just for the goblin. And we got the, you know, what's his name? The demolitionist, which, again, not that important. What was that noise? Or a strange noise, but I guess it's fine. The demolitionist, not that important. Bombs is good and all, but we don't really use bombs as much as we probably should to like mine a bunch of stuff. And we get like sticky dynamite and just blow up a whole freaking cave or something. I mean, that's probably what we could do to just get rid of the entirety of a goddamn crimson biome. But I don't really want to, like, ruin the landscape now, do I? Well, anyways, yeah, that's the caves. Then we've got the ocean, which at the moment only has 2 NPCs because one of them we can't get yet until hard mode. And this being the angler and the stylist. Whoopses. Ah, yes, the angler and the stylist. And the angler is still annoying as I remember it being. Although we only have like 1 more fishing item left before we can get the PDA and then we can get the cell phone. I don't know when the hell I want to do that. I don't know if I want to do that. That's going to be a nightmare to do. But we're using the, put the fish in the pig trough or chest, wherever, and, you know, store it until, you know, the quest comes up and we can just skip an entire day to try to get the thing that we need. I'd say it's the easiest method for us to be able to get the fishing crap done with. We got the mechanic fishing rod and all the other stuff. Masturbate. Ah, yes, the masturbate. Duke Nukem would giggle at that joke. At least Duke Duplicant. I don't know if the OG Duke would laugh. He probably would. Huh. I masturbated on your mom. I don't know. You know who else likes to masturbate? My mom! Ooh, got him! Freaking, I don't know. But yes, that's what we've got so far in terms of villages. Got our 5 pylons, even though the ocean pylon doesn't matter because in our plight to try to acquire the godforsaken Bast, we got the godforsaken Conch. Which at this point, you know, we kind of don't even use. I mean, I guess we could use it, but at the same time, We could just wait to, like, fully utilize it in the shell phone instead of the cell phone. There's only, like, 3 more houses left to build, I think, that I need to build. A village in the... a town in the snow, which is where I plan on having the dye trader, that's the hair you fool, which is where I plan on having the dye trader, the cyborg, and the tax collector residing. I feel like that's like the perfect area. Unless I want to have like I don't know, I don't know much about the happiness of those guys yet, but I feel like that's like the perfect place to like put those that I don't really utilize fully. But putting at least 2 in biomes that they like, so that they can like do their things, and 1 biomes that they are indifferent towards. God damn it. Then there's the hollow biome, which I plan on having Tavern Keep, Party Girl, and the Wizard staying there. The Nurse will stay in the desert, obviously. Unless we want to turn that desert into a hollow desert. Which I don't know. I don't know what Steampunk has in mind for that. Which brings me to this one. Once we get the dye trader to move from their, desert home, we're going to go on ahead and have Steampunk live there, even though it doesn't exactly matter, because I don't think she lives close enough to the arms dealer to even, make a difference. But she likes the desert anyways. So we might as well have her in an area that she likes, am I right? And of course, lastly, there's the mushroom biome, which will be where the guide will be. It will no longer be in my home anymore. And then the truffle and the clothier. I know the truffle doesn't like the clothier, but the clothier likes the truffle. And I don't think the caverns and mushroom caves is going to affect the clothier that much. Going to be in the caverns, right? So surely the clothier will still be happy. Right now, the Tavern Keep is in the jungle. I think the clothier he's either in the desert or in the jungle as well. The party girl's in the desert, actually. No, wait, no, never mind. Water grows in the desert. I think the clothier is probably in the jungle. I think. I'm not sure. But, yeah. Yeah, that's essentially what we have planned for, like, our 3 villager towns and whatnot. Even though you don't necessarily need it, but we don't really build our towns in the way that people probably would think. Like, I have 2 people living in, like, 1 house. Okay, I guess we're doing this first then. And 1 person living in a house away from all those people, which gives them the, yes, a house to myself thingy. Although I guess they always do that. Oh, wait, what? Did I just... No, where is that again? What was that again? Oh, it's D. You need to be behind. No, you do need to be above that. What am I doing? So all things considered, we're almost there. Pirate's going to be in the ocean area once we can get him. We're going to build the dock out further because we have a dock into the ocean. And we'll essentially have him living in the ship. We'll probably have the stylist also live with him in the ship, so that the angler's by himself. Although, I don't know, I guess it depends. Pirate likes the angler, I think. Cabin mate or something. Stylist likes the pirate. It's kind of like the perfect setup there, you know? Although, we're never going to use the stylist, because Dukem is not going to change the do. Which means the stylist is kind of pointless. It's just there to have as a means to be able to get our hands on, an ocean pylon, just to have that there for shits and giggles. And then there's, of course, the angler, which the happier he is, the better off our rewards are, which is always good. We can't really get the rewards that we want until we can go into hard mode and get the pirate. I'm not sure. But, yeah. All things considered, we got ourselves a good plan set up for the expert world playthrough once, we are done in Master Mode. Well, I'm going to be freaking hysterical if I somehow manage to beat the Moon Lord on Master Mode instead of freaking Classic Mode. I have never beaten him in Classic Mode. Not even in Expert Mode. And if we do decide to continue doing this, somehow watch Dukem is going to manage to beat Moon Lord in Master Mode. I'm going to be quite annoyed that I couldn't do it in Classic Mode, but I could do it in Master Mode. Although I guess you have a lot more statistics to work with there, but you also got a lot more of a painful fight ahead of you in Master Mode. I don't know. And did you all hear about the Legendary Mode? Motherfucking Legendary Mode. Talk about, all the enemies have more health. The same damage as Master Mode, though. But there's so many things that are just, wrong. Like, critters with bombs strapped to them. Trees that drop bombs. Just a lot of pain and misery. It's like, yeah, the Legendary Mode is kind of just like Master Mode, but on steroids. And then there's the Everything Seed mode, which has got to be one of the more painful-looking seeds in the entire game. I will say, though, Drunk World I kind of like to an extent. I don't like the few other things that occurs in Drunk World, like, you don't get the guide, you get the party girl. I like the ability to have both the Crimson and the Corrupt in there, because it gives me the ability to fight both bosses. Because there's only one way you're going to be able to fight the the Corrupt boss in a Crimson World, without world hopping, and that essentially is to put the Dryad in the graveyard and buy seeds from her in there. Make your own corruption biome, mini corruption biome. Kill enough of the mobs to get worm food and the mushrooms. Vile mushrooms, I think they're called. And then summon the boss in hard mode after you've gotten all of the loot that you needed. And if this is going to be in master mode, then this boss is just not going to survive. I mean, we wrecked the Eye of Cthulhu without even having to go for potion buffs thanks to the quad shotgun. Oh, whoops. So just imagine just how much wrecked the World Eater is going to be. Although I don't know what he's like in master mode because I don't play with corruption. I play with Crimson. I like the set that Crimson has. But, yeah. How much we at here? An hour in. Okay, not bad. Not bad. It's almost time to sleep. I have no clue how the hell I'm going to sleep because I have just not been on. I'm just going to have to go to bed early, aren't I? Because I don't feel like being tired tomorrow. I really freaking don't. It's going to suck to be tired tomorrow. I haven't having a good night's sleep this weekend because I've just been playing freaking Terraria. Freaking went to bed angry trying to get the goddamn extractinator. That didn't work. Now we technically don't even really need it that much right now. I mean, it's good to get it regardless so I can get my hands on some godforsaken money. Because even with the underground and the freaking mechanic, he's still expensive in the Reforce department. Still freaking expensive. Insane, really. I mean, yeah, like, I guess it makes sense. But before in, like, what do you call it, with Star, I didn't really have any of them in, like, very specific, like, I don't think the happiness system was even that big of a thing that existed. I don't think it was. And if it was, well, we were doing, what do you call it? We were doing reforges at, like, expensive rates. Goblins in the forest, not the underground, but he was in, like, a goblin tower that looked pretty cool. And then there's the mechanic that wasn't even anywhere near him to, like, cause him to get happy. So, all in all, if there was a happiness mechanic in 1.3, was it? Or was it 1.2? I don't remember. I remember there being, like, a big update, and then there was another big update, so maybe we were playing in 1.2. I mean, if 1.3 added in the zoologist and all the other stuff, we definitely weren't playing there, because we did not have the zoologist, or the bestiary. The bestiary was not a thing in the world when I looked at it. That's how old it was. And now, it's so weird going back and seeing all the stuff that we've got, despite the fact that we don't really have any ability to, like, you know, kill the Moon Lord yet. We might be able to, but I feel like we just have to do trial and error with Dukem in Master Mode and then just figure out ways to kill him. Like, here I am thinking, how the hell am I supposed to kill freaking Skeletron on Master Mode? Third attempt in with, like, cake, flowers, and the ability to slow fall with feather falling. We were able to beat him and dodge all the shish that he throws our way. So I imagine that the Moon Lord is no different. Although I have no clue how the hell that's going to go down. I really don't know. Also, I'm seriously wondering if I should make your hand bigger. How big is your hand? It makes sense that you would have relatively smaller hands because of that. Because, you see, it's perspective-wise. You're supposed to be like this, holding on to it like that. So if I make it bigger, it's probably going to look off in that department. I don't know. I have no idea. Man, I remember long ago with Star, we just literally, you know, went on ahead and farmed up a crap ton of crates to try to get all the hard mode ore we could possibly get our hands on. We can't do that anymore, unfortunately. We have to literally just smash the altar and then just go with that. Which kind of sucks. But Dukem can die. Star can't. For a few obvious reasons, she should not die. But Dukem can. We don't have any attachments towards Dukem. So yeah, Dukem. Duke Nukem. He gets a graveyard going, get Echo Mist. Actual perk of dying because you can get a graveyard for Echo Mist. Build a dome where no mobs can spawn in it and get inside of it, and you're good. Well, Ghost will probably still be an issue. I think no matter what, Ghost will always be an issue. Oh wait, shit, the clipboard needs to be underneath you, right? How can I forget? Ah, crap. Right, hold on. Well, technically, yeah, wait, hold on. Right, of course. That's where you're supposed to be. But now that means that I gotta bring the fingers down. But that's fine. Anyways, as I was saying, it's been a while since we've fought any of the hard mode bosses. I have no clue how the hell we're going to be able to do the... Fucking Christ. Fingers. 1B. There we go. As I was saying, I have no clue how we're going to be able to do the Twins or Skeletron Prime or the Destroyer. I have no idea how the hell I'm going to do any of those. We're going to have to destroy a bunch of altars to get a bunch of those ores spawning in. And we just gotta, like, stay underground until we can get all the things that we need. And if the Destroyer spawns... Well, I don't know. I'm not sure. Dukem over here is doing pretty good with what he's got, but we got necrotic armor. Also, I'm not sure. I mean, there is a ranger build, right? So Duke's gunner build will probably still be usable. It's strange that the two, I think, throwable, boosting things are just, you know, obsolete now. Like, the sturdy fossil armor was used for getting, throw damage as well as necrotic armor, I think, and now it's just ranged armor. Which I will say, it's nice to have a 15% damage boost to our guns. And the higher our guns, stats are, the better. Which really makes me wonder if we're going to have some more armor like that. I have no clue. I don't really remember much about hard mode. I never really, delved too deeply into it outside of, beetle armor. Well, we are going to need beetle armor if we want to be able to tank any damage. There's probably going to be a crap ton of, one-shotting things in there. We're probably going to need to, collect 1,000 iron, 1,000 day blooms, all the glass bottles in the world with water in them, and just ensure that we always have Iron Skin Potion procced, as well as food to ensure that we always have stats procced, so that we don't die in one hit immediately. And then we also need to ensure that we go on ahead and get ourselves a crap ton of armored cave fish. That's going to be a nightmare to get hundreds of those. And then just make sure we always have endurance potion on wherever we go in areas that death is more likely. I mean, I imagine in normal, plays, it's not going to be that bad, but, hard mode was a pain in the ass even in classic mode. Solar Eclipse, definitely a pain. Other things, definitely a pain. Blood Moons would be even more of a pain now. Imagine that in Master Mode. I don't even have the experience of that in Expert Mode right now. Although, then again, we are kind of going through the entirety of Master Mode, trying to, max out every aspect that we can. It was the only way we'd be able to beat Skeletron and get to that godforsaken dungeon to be able to get our quad shotgun and Phoenix Blaster. So, yeah. We haven't found a jungle temple yet, surprisingly, in our search for a freaking boomstick. Although, admittedly, we didn't really go too far down in the jungle. We kind of just, like, stuck in the middle portion to try to locate the chests. Trying to say in a much more accessible area and whatnot. Yeah, I don't know. 12.7, huh? From 13.1 to 12.7. I'm using, yeah, like I said before, I'm using the old, what do you call it? So, obviously the video size isn't going to be that ginormous. But yeah, as I was saying, dang old, talk about good old fashioned fucking, what were we talking about again? Ah, yes, our guns and whatnot, and where we're at currently. I do want to try to get the upgraded guns. Sniper rifle, tactical shotgun, Uzi. We're kind of going for, like, using multiple different types of guns build here. I got a pistol now. A fire element pistol. Which doesn't really feel like it does any fire damage, so maybe not fire element. Running a shotgun and running a minigun. I think that's what the mini shark is supposed to essentially be. It's just like a minigun, right? It doesn't really feel like a minigun. It's got like... I imagine the upgraded version of that is probably going to be like... It feels more like a not even a machine gun, more like an assault rifle. Which I think there's also an assault rifle, right? You get like a clockwork assault rifle for killing the wall of flesh, or at least a chance to get it. Man, I don't know. I'm not even entirely too sure if I want to try to go and do that, because A, the corruption and the crimson will... Or, not crimson, the corruption. The crimson and the hollow is going to overtake everything. We're going to have to like, make like several elevators in like our important city areas. And try to rush to get the Clementine, or whatever it's called. And try to like completely cleanse our entire area. That's going to be a nightmare to try to get. You know, I think the only way we can get that is like what? Kill a mechanical boss? We get that from the steampunk? Well, first, obviously, I gotta build, like, the area where I plan on having a hollow forest. Ah, shit, wait, hold on. There we go. And then we gotta build a snow village, and then we gotta build a mushroom area, which I have an idea on where I'm gonna put it. Near the dungeon, there's a mushroom biome. So I feel like having that there, which is also kind of indicative to the clothier being there, works perfectly. So there's literally just 3 more areas I gotta build. I guess what I'm going to build first is probably the forest area, so I can move the party girl and the tavern guy there. He'll have his own tavern. Kind of want to get, like, pearl wood for that, but I guess we... Oh, no, I did get patch early. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I have no idea. I don't think I'm going to do any more tonight, because... Oh, God. Here's an annoying thing that happened. I was logged out of Hulu, my essentially stepmother account over here. And I had to wait until frickin' they wake up to be able to get the, you know, because we know what the password was already, right? But the thing is, I typed in the password, and it's like, we need you to make a new password. And like, what? Why the hell? This is the same thing that I have used. And, you know, we had to change it. Apparently, she didn't know what the fucking password was. Assumed it was the usual password. And, you know, we went through that, got that fixed, and then we did that. So, the reason why I'm explaining this is because I wasn't able to get to watch Inuyasha, which I had, you know, realized it's Inu and then Yasha, because of dogs, so Inuyasha. Trying to say it quickly is a pain in the ass, though. My God, it's a pain in the ass. So I'm going to try to watch another episode of that today to make up for the lost episode of yesterday. This is annoying. Tsunami's like reduced in episodes too. We only have like 4 shows to watch now to look forward to. Maybe they got My Hero Academia Season 6, but I don't know. They ran reruns of 5 for like the last 3 episodes of Season 5. You would have to assume that they have it, right? Otherwise, why the hell would they run reruns? At the end of Season 5, 3 episodes in, or no, 3 episodes about to end, and not have Season 6 planned, am I right? Oh, then again, all the freaking mergers and all that shit is just... it's caused hemorrhaging and whatnot. You know those mergers, those freaking people trying to do things and ruin things for the rest of us. Like, I gotta give your eye a bit more glow. But, yeah. We only got like 4 shows. Main Abyss, which is getting really worrisome for a few reasons, if you know what I'm talking about. Episode 3, Season 2. My god, there's a lot of strange things in that show now. It was strange before, but now it's even stranger. And apparently it's toned down from the manga? Oof. I forgot to shade in the belt. Fuck. It's fine. Shaded it now. Wait. No, that's the wrong one. Then there's Yashahime, which is strange to watch that and Inuyasha at the same time. Gotta remember, Inu. Like how you would say a dog. Dog's name. And then there's One Piece, which is now back to 1 episode instead of 2. It was nice while it lasted. And then there's Naruto, which is in the war arc, but we're like in between filler hell and canon. We're about to witness the 8th gate of death, and now we gotta wait another week for that. Thankfully, it's a vacation week with only Monday being the day we have to work, but still. Wait. And then, of course, on Hulu, we watch another episode of Inuyasha, and then, do that. We're about to get to the end of the last season until the final act. And then there's movies. I don't know what I plan on doing after that. I was thinking about maybe watching One Piece, but I got Crunchyroll that I haven't been freaking using, so maybe I'll watch Demon Slayer Season 2. Because, unknowingly enough, we couldn't freaking watch it. And godforsaken, mergers and can't get it on Toonami anymore. Nope, impossible. At least we are guaranteed Attack on Titan, so we get to see that end without having to actively seek it out. After that, I'm not sure. There's One Punch Man, which I don't know if that's the dubbed or the sub one or not. And there's My Hero Academia, which we might get it, I don't know. Spy X Family is something I might want to try as well. I mean, why not? We'll see. We'll see what happens. Regardless, Inuyasha is going to come to an end soon. So we're going to have to jump to another show soon. I guess there's also Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2 coming out in December. So I don't know. We might alternate between the 2. Or just watch that one first, because it was only 24 episodes then. Well, it depends. If that one goes slowly like what My Hero Academia is doing, an episode a week, then maybe we can, switch over to Demon Slayers first, and then watch the 2nd season of Jujutsu Kaisen once all the episodes are out. Dubbed, of course, not subbed. I'd rather watch it instead of trying to read. I'm one of the few people who don't want subtitles. For obvious reasons. I want to focus on the show, not the, the reading of it. Alright, I think that's all of the shading, texturing, and all that, unless I missed something. How long? Okay, we're an hour and a half in. Alright, so I have no clue how I'm going to do this. I have an idea, which is essentially just a dramatic appearance. Because I put Claire a little bit lower than I, originally was intending to do. But that's fine. A dramatic appearance. There's also less of a background to have to work with. I feel like this should be this. Yep, there we go. Anyways, I do gotta say though, despite the weirdness and all the strange fetishes and friggin' Made in Abyss, it does have a good story. It's just very strange. It was the first freaking show that's ever gotten me close to almost shedding a tear for 2 characters. If you don't know who I'm talking about, well, spoilers for Season 1 and the Dawn of Something movie. The MIDI scene, the end one, the one where that explosion, that ray of, beam goes and does that. And then, what was her name again, Prishka? Getting freaking turned into a suitcase. By that motherfucker. I mean, at the same time, I guess kind of necessary to the plot because, you need White Whistle to do anything to get down into that instance, so, yeah. Yeah, that was just... ugh. Anyways, end of spoilers. Despite all the weirdness, it does have a good story. I just wish it wasn't so weird. Anyways, yeah. Not too many shows to watch on here, unfortunately. So we're gonna have to, branch out. Soup. I think after all the short-running shows are done, I'm probably gonna, watch One Piece from the beginning, and it'll be an everyday kind of thing instead of, once a week. I feel like they're going to remove One Piece from the block, but if they do, we have Hulu, not Plus, to do the things that we need to do. So, yeah, there's that to look forward to. Oh, wait, right, it would be a door here, because it's the entrance to the house. We never really saw One Piece from there. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. We only ever have watched One Piece on Toonami. And they started after the Sky arc, where they went down and dealt with the Foxy Pirate crew. And we ended at Thriller Bark. Skipped the war and went straight over to the time skip instead. Which I don't get why they did it. Decisions made like that makes no sense to me. But yeah, that's kind of where we are right now. I only have a gist of the story thanks to Treasure Cruise, but after that, well, I don't know. I just don't know. So what we gonna do when we get to all this one-off stuff? We gonna watch it from the beginning. And we'll even watch the NA Lobbies and Thriller Bark stuff again. Because why not? I do want to try to put a little bit more effort into the background. So I'm going to put a dresser here. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff to do this week. I should have gotten this done with and posted last week. But I didn't. I didn't do that at all. Essentially, the plan here is I gotta make the 3rd episode of Luna v Titan, where it is going to be an interesting one, but it's going to be a long one. That one's going to take ages to make. But of course, before I do that, I gotta record an episode of Game Crafters and get that prepared for, Essentially now I've got a vacation, it doesn't exactly matter. Although we're getting a little bit too comfortable with skipping Saturday and doing it Sunday. We didn't even do it Sunday. We gotta do it Monday now to make that happen. Oh yeah, there's also Sonic Adventure 2 videos. Because if Sonic Frontiers is going to be going for a little while, although 6 episodes in, we're done with the second island, and the 7th episode we're about to just, you know, do some metal collecting and some goddamn big fishing adventure. That's a bit concerning, though. Yeah, that's going to be, I don't know. Is it 10 episodes lengthwise? Can we, like, you know, space it out enough to be able to get 10 episodes in? I have no idea. All I know is that we gotta get 10 episodes of Sonic Adventures 2 recorded. Well, let's see. 7 episodes to fully 100% these 2 islands. That would be 7 for 4 more islands. I guess technically it's 9 because Sonic Adventures 2 on an even episode number advertises Game Crafter. So yeah, there's that. Anyways, yeah. Aside from that, as well as Sonic Adventures 2, 10 episodes of that, which is going to be a little bit annoying. Aside from that, there's the turkey drawing for Thanksgiving. And then, of course, there's the Mother Mine drawing that we'll post for a subscribe star, which, knowingly enough, we lost 3 subscribers there. 2 people were disappointed, but what do you expect? You're getting what you get. 2 drawings a month. I've already got like 10 drawings I have to make every month for Deviantart. So having to go for more for Patreon, I feel like 2 is a good even number. But yeah, and the other one just wanted to do a one-time purchase, which I can respect. I don't know what the other 2 are going to be like, though. But now at this point it doesn't exactly matter, because we've lost a 5 subscriber, thing. I do have something in mind, though, for December once that comes along. But I don't think Mother Mine alone and her ginormous breasts are going to be enough to reel in more subscribers. No, I've got something in mind with Harley Quinn and the very particular dungeon I have created. If you know which one I'm talking about. You probably don't, but who knows? Doorway. Oops. Doorway. I don't know how big this story is going to be, though. And I kind of want to try to go to bed early, as well as do something else. Oh, I got water down here. I don't know. I guess we'll just not worry about it too much. That cat's twitching. You in deep sleep? No, you just woke up and put your head back down again. Alright, anyways. Oh, that's not a doorway, that's... I don't remember what you would call that. Archway? No clue. No clue at all. Anyways, it used to probably be called Ceiling today. What was I talking about? Yes, the shows that we've been watching. Well, I've talked about all I could there. We're close to getting the coloring done with, which is good. It's just, well, how long have we been at this so far? Yeah, 12.6. I don't know, that seems like it's going down faster than it's supposed to be. We're back to the norm, and we're about to be 2 hours in. it would go down by like a gigabyte, right? Oh, wait, no. Yeah, technically it would go down by a gigabyte, so we're kind of on track. 12.6, just about a gigabyte to record an episode. Although, might be less than that, I'm not sure. I do want to try to keep steady with the 2-hour-long episodes and everything. Except for Sonic Adventures 2, of course, until we can get to the Chow raising part, which... Well, I don't know how long that's going to take. Oh, wait a minute. Wouldn't there be a doorknob here? Yeah, there would. Hold on. Yeah, while I was playing Terraria, I was basically... I basically had Jack's playthrough of God of War playing on in the background, which we were able to like watch so many episodes back to back. My God, God of War Ragnarok is freaking big. How many episodes does he have? Makes me wonder if I should make a God of War playthrough series. I'm not sure. Once Sonic Frontiers is done, I've already stated this before. But once it's done, we're going to make a Minecraft and Terraria series. Well, we're going to continue the Minecraft series. And we're going to make a Terraria series. I feel like those are good things to have on the channel. Essentially creation-based stuff as opposed to gameplay stuff. Although I guess Terraria is more so in creation and gameplay. Going to be doing expert mode, most likely. I'm only going to be doing expert mode because I like the extra stuff that occurs in it. Master mode, I don't know if I'm ever going to do that again. I might, and we'll see. I'll have to make another Duke profile, though. Maybe one day I can show you the current Duke doing his thing in his respective areas. I don't know, but, you know, all things considered, it is nice, you know, to have these things to look forward to. Even if I'm not making a lot of views, it's still nice to always have some video to look forward to. Once you can get, like, your strive and figure out what it is you need to talk about and what you want to talk about. It's a bit, for our time, it's a bit more difficult because it's hard for me to try to figure out what topics I want to talk about. So trying to bring up soups. Ah, damn it, I moved the layer out of the thing. I didn't want to do that, you jackhole. It's fixed. Don't worry. No need to panic, bro. Anyways, I forgot what I was saying. Fuck. Oh yeah, talking about stuff. For art time. It's always hard with art time because we don't have any gameplay to distract us. So trying to find some conversational topics is a bit difficult. I guess we can always, like, seep into old topics that we've talked about, because chances are, 9 times out of 10, none of y'all have heard me talking about a certain thing or whatnot. So we're basically just saying the same thing over and over again, and that's our gripe for the day. Those who watch every single episode, which if you do, kudos to you, because my god, that's so many episodes to keep track of. I mean, let's see. Sonic Adventures 2 is not that long, but Minecraft and Terraria will be 2 hours, and Sonic Frontiers is always 2 hours. But Sonic Frontiers is a little bit more difficult because, you know, it's open world. Medal collecting, stage completing, story progression, Big's Big Fishing Adventure. I don't know which one I am doing here. Essentially, there's a lot you can do here, so I can't necessarily just, like, separate it like I do with Sonic Adventures 2. And even once we get, like, all A ranks and collect every single emblem and unlock Green Hill Zone. Even after all of that, there's still a challenge, which will take a decent amount of time on the video. I don't know, that one might be long. So yeah, 2-hour-long Minecraft, Terraria. Then we got Game Crafters, which is longer, primarily because we want to try to work on that as much as we possibly can. Wait, should I have... Oh, wait, I got an idea. I'll have one of these lights up top. Like a little lantern thingy. You know those things that, like, look like, little cups on the wall up top? That kind of stuff. Yeah. I'm gonna put a light here. So yes, Monday and Thursday is short-term videos. Tuesday, Friday is medium-term videos. And of course, Wednesday is large videos. We used to have that in old Minecraft days, but now we're going to try to keep things 2 hours. Now, especially since we have so much that we have to get, so much that we have to get done with. So we can't exactly, do the things that we want to do in terms of long episodes for Minecraft ROTC Edition. Right now, I gotta shade in the walls. But yeah, Monday through Friday with art time being whatever. Like, art time's a bit more free to be posted whenever. Everything else has a schedule. Which is good. It's good to have a schedule. And now that we've finally gotten Sonic Frontiers rolling, we can get 10 episodes of Sonic Adventures 2 recorded. And do all that stuff. Is it going to be weird once Sonic Frontiers 2 ends and Sonic Adventures 2 ends? Because after that, we will no longer be a Sonic channel. We're literally just like in between Minecraft and... Well, technically, we're like multiple freaking things, really. That would be another reason why we wouldn't be having too many views here. Because art time, which is basically just art drawing videos. Game Crafters was basically just game developing videos. Gameplay, like, with Sonic Adventures 2, Minecraft, and Sonic Frontiers. And, of course, followed lastly by... No, that's it. Gameplay, art, and game development. And then in terms of, like, game channel-like stuff, we got Minecraft and Sonic Adventures 2 and Minecraft and Sonic stuff. And that's what I want to talk about. Minecraft and Sonic stuff. In other words... we have a mixed bag of everything. I mean, yeah, we are creators. Our channel is mainly about creation. Creating art, creating games, creating ginormous cities in Minecraft. Which is good to get a hiatus and a break from. Although it is going to suck that like the videos are going to be once a week now. So here's my plan for the videos here. Once Sonic Frontiers ends, as I've said before, Minecraft and Terraria, but that's once a week. Minecraft will probably take Tuesday, and Terraria will probably take Friday. Once Sonic Adventures 2 ends, which it will end once we get quintuple S-rank Chows, 3 of them, all 3 of them in Chaos form. So, of course, Cat, Chaos Angel, Tack, Chaos Angel, and Tack, Chaos Devil, and of course Act is Chaos Neutral. Once we do that, which of course is going to be a long-term goal, and obviously we're going to hopefully get the A-rank stuff before we get to that point. Once that ends, Sonic Adventures 2 ends. And the question is, what else do we do? Like, we need another longer-running series going on. Game Crafters is a long-running series because it's, well, crafting games and whatnot. Basically, it goes on hiatus when we complete a game and publish it, and we make playthrough videos on it. Literally making our own game to make more contents for YouTube. I mean, I'm probably not the first to do it, but it is definitely a funny thing to think about. So Game Crafters always goes on. And in place of Game Crafters, we have the game we make taking shape in a series format. Because why not? I make the game, have some things hidden from you, showcase me playing a game, and maybe like have a little walkthrough kind of thing as we go through our game. Watch me struggle in my own game. And, yeah, that's another long-running series, with Our Time also being a long-running series, but it doesn't have a schedule. But still, it's a long-running series, as you can clearly see by the fact that we're still drawing. Also, with recording, yep, Mike is still doing the thing. And then, of course, we got the gaming slots, which is, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, with, long-term running game being Monday and Thursday, followed by Tuesday and Friday being like Minecraft, Terraria, and whatever other games we have, as those two are on hiatus once their seasons ends. I mean, those are more seasonal things, right? Minecraft I can't see ending anytime soon. Terraria I can definitely see ending. Unless we decide we want to continue playing and we just build more stuff and treat Terraria like another Minecraft, except, we got events that will just cause us pain, even if we somehow manage to beat the Moon Lord and Expert. And whether or not we want to do a Master Mode. And whether or not we want to do Legendary Mode. Oh god, I don't know about a Legendary Mode. Ugh. I'm not going to do the Everything Seed, that's for certain. If I'm going to do everything, I'm going to just do I Am Worthy Seed, or whatever the hell that was called. Because realistically speaking, I do not want to have to deal with death 24/7. It should probably be smaller. I did have this idea, though, that once Sonic Adventures 2 ends, I can create a Warframe series. I'm going to have to make a new Steam account, though, for that, because of the fact that they won't allow you to delete your profile. Now, Warframe as a long-running series, that makes sense. It's not a seasonal thing. It's a long-running thing. Well, I question if I should have, different thumbnails every 24 episodes. I mean, with Art Time, basically, just anything we draw is a thumbnail. But with Minecraft and Terraria being seasonal, they have to have, of course, different thumbnails. And with Sonic Adventures 2 and Sonic Frontiers being just their own respective games. Let's see. No, that's Secondary Universe. They essentially get to keep one thumbnail. Hang on, skips. Alright, let's see. LS Violet's house. There we go. So, yeah. Also, I kind of feel like I should do something different with the sweat here. I mean, I could probably do a little bit of, well, maybe not this, maybe not 110 flow. Here. Not here, sweat drop. Although I guess technically speaking, the way this is set, this should probably be 50. Or maybe instead of a teardrop, I could just do this at 10. Or at 20. I don't know. It would be nice to have more games on the channel, but I'm not a YouTuber full-time, so I can't exactly do that as easily as I'd like to. That's probably 15, actually. A little bit of sweat, but not a lot. Just enough to make it look like she's sweating and doesn't just have random, spots on her. And it makes sense that she would be a bit nervous, seeing someone as intimidating as Violet. Although I feel like I should have probably made her a bit taller, but Violet is 6 feet tall. He's a behemoth. Dommy mommy right over here. Literally. Daughter. That's her daughter. Oh, you can't see it. Daughter right here. Anyways, yeah. I didn't really talk too much about these two, but I'm kind of keeping it relatively contained. I must say, it's gotta be difficult to be like in your like 20s or even 30s, being 3 feet tall and looking younger than you look. Younger than you actually are. You are older than that. That's gotta suck. And also, the only way you're gonna be able to Cinnamon Toast can describe this kind of perfectly with the Ray stuff and whatnot. The only kind of relationship that you're probably ever going to find if you're somebody like her or Ray is creeps or those who only see that personality, but those who like you for your personality and not for your appearance are just gonna get people like, what the fuck? That makes me angry. It makes me unbelievably angry. I am filled with unrelenting rage. I feel like I gotta run over to him and stab him with a knife now. Impulsively just stab him with a knife. I can't go a day without stabbing this guy with a knife. I have to stab him with a knife. Or her. I just gotta. You just imagine those people who are just trying not to get in a fight. You got this one friend's don't do it. Don't do it, man. It's not worth it. I gotta. And they just get this urge that they just can't get rid of as they're just trying to not go into a yelling match for something so stupid. And then it's well, here's what I have to say about that. And the guy's oh, well, here we go again. I don't know. I just imagine that there are so many people who are just impulsive and can't control those feelings. I guess it makes sense without context if you're dating somebody with that. Let's see here. She is 3 foot tall, but she has giant boobs and okay, well, I didn't give her a giant ass, but a giant boobs. I would imagine anybody with the least bit of intelligence sees a 36-year-old midget with giant boobs and are oh, that's totally an adult. Or they're probably just somebody who's those parents, motherfucking parents over there, getting plastic surgery on this child. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of whatever reasons and excuses people like that would be like. Man, I can't imagine being that short and being that young looking at an age of 36 of all things. I mean, regardless, you got somebody who cares for you over here. I mean, you can see these two are a pair, kind of. Oh yeah, have you not figured out who I have these characters referenced off of yet? I have her referenced off of 2 things, Sammy. Even the name Sammy is a pretty huge reference of a certain character. Now, I don't know this one character, but this one character in Bleach and this one character in Naruto. I'm sure you know who I'm talking about. Samui. Yeah, all things considered. I have that design in mind. And she looks pretty close to what I have in mind. Eyes might be a little bit bigger, but I guess that's fine. And she's also referenced off of a couple of people as well. Neferpito, for one thing, with the hair, but also that librarian girl from Sword Art Online. Don't remember her name, but with the brown hair like this, glasses. Something like that, I guess. I don't think Violet and Claire has any. No, I think Violet. Oh god, I opened up 5 Adobe Photoshop help menus. Am I still able to? Okay, good. I don't know how it fixed itself. I don't know what button combination I pressed to open up 5 Adobe help menus in the fucking browser. What kind of, like, glitch in the system causes that to occur? I don't freaking know. It's fine. Everything is still working. Doesn't matter. Everything is still working. It sucks that we can't see much of anything in the back here, but I guess that's fine. Oh, whoops. I didn't want to press W, I wanted to press E. Anyways, yeah. I think Violet and Claire were kind of just random characters that I had in mind. Violet's hairstyle is definitely a pain in the ass to make, though. You know, these two were just their own thing. Many characters were their own thing. I mean, you can see somewhat of a reference with the hairstyle in both of these girls. Also, I feel like I gotta give, more volume to Bridget's hair. Oh yeah, and if you haven't figured it out yet, Bridget's name was basically just like, you know, Bridget, midget, Bridget the midget. Makes it easier for you to tell that, oh yes, okay, I see. Yeah, that makes sense. Kind of offensive, but you know, it makes sense. Would you call them dwarves instead? I have no idea. Remember that episode of Cleveland Show where Rollo confused, a dwarf for, or midget for, another child because he said, I'm a little person too. There's gotta be another name. There has to be another name, right? Because if I say, she's a little person, and like, you sick fuck, and if I'm like, no, she's a midget, and he's like, you offensive fuck. You can never win. You just can't win. Although I say the cunt word, but that's just like the female equivalent of saying penis or dick. Although no, the penis would be vagina. Dick would be cunt, I guess. Yeah. So yeah, saying the female equivalent of dick. Alright, what kind of color scheme do I want to go for here? Oh, I like that. Nice blue, or nice yellow, I mean, and then a nice blue in the back. Well, wait, I got an idea. Alright. Here's my idea. Dual fog layers. It makes so much sense. I usually just fill in the entire thing with a paint bucket. But I've been using dual sepia layers. So it only makes sense. I would also use dual fog layers. I just realized something. This is in the wrongest spot possible. I should have had that somewhere else. Oh wait, that wouldn't be there, because that technically takes Claire into consideration with that. Okay, yeah, this is the problem. This is the problem. Right here. I gotta grab all of this stuff. Wait, no, hold on. You don't do that. I will delete this part of the wall. Alright, there we go. And now I gotta move all of this stuff over here. Where is it? Ceiling. Oh, yeah, I gotta move all of this down. That's great, that's fantastic. Oh yeah, Rick and Morty's finally back again. The old story guy's back somehow. And then he died. Yep. Had a can of apricots. Didn't know if I liked them or not. It's meh. It's tolerable, but would I eat that regularly? Probably not. Probably not, if I'm being honest with you. Alright, I gotta bring all of these down to the wall. You can't see it, but they are being brought down to the wall. We also got, it's like a can from work. I don't know, there were just some random cans there. I grabbed like 2 unsweetened applesauce cans and an apricot can. It was a strange taste consuming an apricot. It's not the worst fruit that I've had, but it definitely was a strange taste. I like fruits. I just don't like vegetables. If there's anything, fruits is the thing that I would eat more effectively and religiously if I could. I'm not religious. Alright, sun rays. There are 2 sun rays here that I need to make. The sun coming out of the door here. Whoops. I don't know what unsweetened applesauce is going to be like. I imagine it's like, what, a mix or something? Also, who in their right mind would buy unsweetened applesauce? Unless you're not somebody who can eat sugar. So I guess... Well, then again, we got a lot of older people working here, so they probably have to really watch what they eat, and they can't eat stuff with sugar in it. I don't know. I don't know. I guess I'll try out it at some point, maybe tomorrow. That's vivid lighting. I want to overlay, you fool. Apricot's not that bad, surprisingly, but not really good. There was like a tang to it. It was unpeeled too, so we had to like deal with the skin, which wasn't as bad as I thought. It was like cut in half, pit gone, I think. I think there was a pit. I mean, it's cut in half, and then like the middle portion is kind of just like a bowl. I will say, trying to fork a fruit in the fruit juice is a pain in the ass. And I will also say that the apricot juice was actually quite tasty. Better than the apricot itself, surprisingly. I've had peach. I've had pears. I like the peach. I don't really care for pears. I mean, I like pear taste, but the crunchy grittiness of it is just, eh. I can sit through and consume a pear chunks, but can I consume a full-on pear? I don't know. These are just diced and sliced. Hey. Cat's scratching shit again. So, yeah, all things considered, it's good. If you're thinking about having apricots, just know it's got like a little tang to it. You can't really eat too much of it, though. There's like canned apricots, too, and there's like a can that's like this big, kind of, so to speak. So, it was a decent amount. If I were to have to take a guesstimation of how many there were in the can, half slices and whatnot, I would say there was probably at least a dozen, maybe 15 halves. That's a lot of apricots to consume. I don't know the health benefits of apricots, but then again, I don't focus on health benefits or calories or anything like that. I probably should to get rid of this gut, but, you know. It's fine. I still have legs, and I still got arms that are relatively keeping up with the buffness. It's just, I wish I had a little bit more. I don't, like, care for, abs. I just, like, want a flatter stomach. Although, something tells me that if I do somehow manage to lose this weight, and I've said this before, and I'll say it again, another one of my famous catchphrases, I said it before, and I'll say it again. I don't think that I'm going to lose these over here because of a couple of frickin' medication placed on as a kid for ADHD and all that shit. And I know it is the case because I saw something on a thing like if your loved one used these medication, you got boobs now. Which honestly, actually, you know, with my curiosity and not switching genders, but like cross-dressing as a goth girl or some shit, hence the goth personality that I have in that one personality drawing. with the succubus, demon, and emo, honestly kind of works in my favor. I mean, would I want to go for the money? Do I have to lose these in a surgery? Because if I do, I don't want surgery, and I kind of have grown used to them. Shadow Rays, right, hold on. Almost forgot about Shadow Rays, of course. Alright, how long have we been at this so far? 12 hours and 15 minutes. Not bad. And apparently 1 gigabyte point 1 has been used. I mean, of course these are going to get used. Whoops. I mean, you've seen what's been happening on Twitter lately? My God, man, it's not good. Man, rich people should not be in charge of companies like that. They really shouldn't. Unless they have some fucking business sense and they got rich because of it. They should not be in charge of anything at all when it comes to stuff like that. I don't even know if Twitter is going to last long. I imagine if Twitter, disappears and, Elon has to, sell it or some shit because he can't afford to keep it anymore, somebody else is going to come up and be like, I will take Twitter and I will fix all of the problems that have occurred. And then Twitter returns. I don't think we're ever going to be able to get rid of Twitter. I don't think Twitter will ever disappear. If it does disappear, it would only be temporary until a new owner comes in. And that, well, who knows how long that will happen, or when that will happen. But that is the only way in general for any of that to take place. Twitter might disappear, but it won't be for long. Is it good? I don't know. But we definitely do need somebody in charge who understands social media and what you should and shouldn't have on it. Look, freedom of speech doesn't exempt you from the freedom of consequences. You can go on ahead and throw racial, xenophobic, and slurs and whatnot, but there will be consequences for those actions, no matter what you do. You cannot escape the consequences of your actions as best you can. Some people are lucky enough to do so, but then they get into this high where they're like, I have escaped the consequences of my action, and now I will continue to tempt fate. Which is not what you want to do at all. But some people will have done that. Anyways, my point is, you can't really just go on ahead and just, do what Elon's done. The internet is a very vast and hate-filled place. Anybody's gonna jump at a chance to say the N-word. A world where they can say the N-word. Have you ever harassed a minority cat? What? No. Yes. Yes, high on American spirit. And whatnots, and have-yas. I feel like that shouldn't be too blue in this part. But yeah, all things considered, don't worry about Twitter. It's not going to go anywhere. And if it does, it won't be for long. Somebody else will take the mantle. Somebody more intelligent in terms of not wanting to completely and utterly destroy a site. I'm not sure what the... fuck. It's doing that thing again. I'm not sure what the idea was here. You know what happened with that one friggin' pharmaceutical company with the penicillin that's expensive as fuck to get, apparently? Man, oh man, their stocks drop when that frickin' parody account where it's like, hey, penicillin is free now. And they're like, no, sorry, it's not. I'm sorry, but no. There's a reasons why it's not free. And then you go look at all the charts and all the other countries, and with it being very easy to get, apparently. Okay, maybe this should be dark blue in area instead. Where it's only like $10. Like, really? That's the thing I hate about the country in terms of that. Is that money literally is the only thing anybody here cares about. To a point where you have to profit amongst every single aspect of life. I don't like it. I don't like that it's like that more prevalent here. I'm sure it's very much highly prevalent in other areas as well. But America is the most egregious when it comes to that. You expect for there to be a land of freedom, but you're only as free as your pockets are deep. You're as free as your bank account is high. Which is not really inspiring, to say the least. This is why people like Markiplier over here is a perfect example of, like, you know, people who've earned that money, who didn't, like, get born into it. He was dirt poor, apparently, with a whole, had to, like, you know, take a, George Lopez-style shower in a trash can or something with the lid on top. He probably didn't say that, but he probably did. But where he stands right now, his charisma, his freaking, what do you call it, YouTube aspect, he literally earned that money. He didn't, like, just get it from his freaking father. No, he earned it. All these rich people out there doing that shit. Now, he's a real inspiration, Markiplier is. He's out there trying to make the YouTubers the more professional ones, because I am nowhere near professional. If the 5th episode of Sonic Frontiers that's going to come out Tuesday is anything to go by, because I don't want to have to freaking, you know, not have the side story stuff there. Yeah, I am nowhere near professional levels. Also, this is not the Sepia. I need to go to Sepia. Nowhere near professional I am. Okay, I like that on this side. Let me see if I can find another one for that side. Dark, but not too dark. But yes, an inspiration to say the least. YouTube got him enough money to be able to not have to worry about money anymore. I think I'll keep that. And he's just been going at it, pursuing his dreams. That's what I want to do. That's what I'm doing with Game Crafter. Even though it's going to take ages to do so. Okay, we're going to half this up. I'd say, if you want somebody as your inspiration, Markiplier is a good example of somebody who started it with nothing, but worked their way up. Although he has charisma. Oh, I would say I have some form of charisma. When I'm, like, in person, I'm usually reserved and don't talk to anybody. Which makes sense, because I'm usually stuck in my head at work trying to think about something else to ease up the monotony of work. Is this what I want? I feel like I'm missing something. Let me experiment with blue a bit. Oh, yeah, I like that one better. Well, no, I feel like it should be a bit more bluer. Anyways, yeah. In terms of charisma, I don't know. I'm able to talk to myself without too many issues. Okay, I kind of like that one better, but I'll have some of the dark blue there. Like, I am talking to a camera. Like, in all actuality, I am here talking to you, the audience. But, in all honesty, it's literally just as simple as me talking to myself. So I'm basically a natural at that. Yes, I am. I do be a natural at talking to myself. But, yeah. Well, honestly, I think that's all there really is to talk about right now. We finished the drawing. Bridget, 3-foot-tall, 36-year-old lady, and Sammy, who I think will be younger, probably in her 20s, maybe? Question mark? Upcoming, going to Violet because of what Violet and Claire did to get essentially, like, what, $1 billion, was it? $1 billion quandary or something. Ah, yes, they made a sex tape for $1 billion each. I guess, before we fully, you did the with effects, without effects, with effects, without effects, and stuff like that. Yes, there you go, folks. Anyways, that's it. Thanks you all for watching today's episode of Art Time. Before we do the outro, here's your question of the day. Would you do it with your significant other, sex tape form, not significant other? Would you do it with your parent for $1 billion? Probably not. If it's because with Violet and Claire, you has to be the same age. So if you're a guy and you think, oh, I could do it with my mother, no problem. No, it has to be your father. Or your mother. So yeah, no, neither options at all. Thank you very much. But will you choose it? $1 billion? Or not $1 billion? $1 billion and probably awkward conversations at the dinner table? Or poor and just barely getting, I don't know, whatever. Anyways, thank you all for watching today's episode. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe for more, check out that other playlist, and of course, previous episode of Art Time, and over here in the most recent episode of Sonic Adventures 2 Battle. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Later.